Thomas says it had 5 gears and a bloody clutch.
Good morning, Street Switch Photography. Today is Friday, August. I think it's the 15th. And it's really hot. We are up at Ankle Hill, a building development that's up here. Now, the reason I'm up here, I was chatting to somebody a couple of nights ago, somebody that's a very good source of information and things like that. Now, apparently, there is a building being used as a mosque up here. So I thought I'd take a walk up and see if I could find it. Now, there's lots of empty buildings, there's lots of houses that have been here for about 2 to 3 years but haven't been moved into. And I find it quite odd that they haven't been moved into yet. What's this place here? This looks like some sort of... That's completely empty. But what we're looking for is flying carpets. And I just thought it'd be worth coming up and having a look round to see what is going on. Now, this area used to be the War Memorial Hospital. They've kept some of the character of the old buildings and stuff like that, obviously. This building here is empty as well. Now, all the buildings at the top are very empty and all, which is odd. I want to know what this building is here. There's no signage outside or anything. But there's your old building, the old War Memorial Hospital. I think this is a local community hub of some description. I'm not 100% sure, but it hasn't been done out or anything. It's got separate rooms in it, toilets, kitchens and shit. We'll take a walk up, we'll have a look round and we'll see what we can find. But yeah, this is the old War Memorial Hospital just here. And here's your old hospital fields, which were given to the people of Melton and then stolen by a local authority to sell. Wymington Lodge. What a nice building. I don't know whether that's an old people's home or something like that. I'm not sure. But I'm going to go and take a look around anyway, because this place has got a lot of history. I don't expect to bump into anything too untoward. Private land, no public access or right of way. So I'm not allowed in here. It does say there. So I'm not allowed in. Big tractor at the top here. Yeah, it's quite a warm day today. Very warm indeed. Around 30 degrees apparently, according to local weather reports. Yesterday was 36. Now, you wouldn't think that 6 degrees would make a massive lot of difference, but believe me, it fucking well does. It makes a massive difference. And when it's too hot, it's just too hot. I've not seen this bit. This is all being developed by the looks of it. This is a new area that I haven't seen before. Wonder what they're doing over here. There's nobody working on anything. The ground is very, very dry, as you can see. This is the old hospital fields. Not been down here before. Well, I have when I was a kid, but not for a very long time. There's an absolutely fucking huge house there. Be interesting to know what's going on here, wouldn't it? Are they building another house? Are they building another... What are they building? Yeah, this land was given to the Melton people, and it seems that they've just completely desecrated it. Look, just tore it to bits. This was an old War Memorial Hospital at one point, not anymore. As you can see, That leads down to a river at the bottom there. I'm going to take a walk up the back here and see what's going on up here. I'm going to keep the camera rolling because I'm unsure of what I'm going to bump into around here. Now, there are reports of a mosque up here apparently, and they get out the flying carpets at around 12 o'clock on a Friday because it's quite a religious time for Muslims and things like that. But that's a fucking long way down there, that is. Fucking hell. I don't even know if this is private property. Is it? So we'll turn around and go back. I don't think this is what we're looking for. But again, I'm going to keep the camera rolling just in case I'm on private property and somebody says something too untoward and asks me to leave, which I will do with pleasure. So yeah, this used to be the hospital fields. I used to play down here as a kid, as a child, a long, long time ago, around 30 to 35 years ago, probably 40 years ago. Lots of bits and bobs just laying around everywhere. This would be a dream for somebody that wanted free stuff. So as we walk around the corner here, I'm going to go back down to where the other empty properties are, because obviously there's still building developments going on up here, which I don't think many people know about. Now, the houses are not selling. Some of these houses have been here for 3, maybe 4 years, maybe even longer, and they've just sat empty. But the other day, a friend of mine noticed a certain demographic have been looking around Melton quite a lot, and a lot of things on TikTok. Now, I'm not going to mention any names or any religions or anything like that, but it was very sus, if you want to put it like that. Now, I keep an eye on things like this because I'm interested in the demographic change of Melton Mowbray, and with what's happening, I noticed a post on a neighbourhood watch site last night. Somebody saying, would anybody protest HMOs, illegal ones? And they did put illegal. And no, it wasn't me, before anybody says that. And not one person's commented. So the fact is, Melton's going to change because no one's willing to stand up and say something. Only myself and a couple of other people. Which is sad, really, isn't it? Let's be honest. We can't go up that way, but we can go up this way. And God, it's warm, and I've not put any suntan cream on. But yeah, this place lays empty. And there's a couple of empty properties just round the corner here as well. This place is massive. I want to take a look at this. Is that empty? No, it's got a fitted kitchen. So what's this being used for? Can I walk round there and then back up there? Yeah, I can. So that's what we'll do. Excuse me. I think I've got a cold coming. Yeah, this bit's got a fitted kitchen in it. A nice fitted kitchen. And it looks like some sort of community centre or something. I'm not sure. But yeah, the reports that I've been getting are a little odd, to say the least. I'm sweating like a fatty in a chip shop. Now, all these up here, again, some of these properties are empty as well. The further you walk up the hill, more and more empty properties that look like they're going to be bought up by a particular type of landlord, let's say. We don't know 100%, I'd like to make that clear, it's speculation. But sometimes speculation comes true, doesn't it? Are these empty? Yeah, they are. They're all empty. Why are they empty? They've been here for fucking ages. I don't understand why they're empty. Self-contained townhouses. All empty. And they've been here for ages. Electrical car charging ports. Just usual stuff. And as I walk around, like I say, I'm noticing more and more empty properties. So if you're looking for somewhere, this is the place to come and buy them, isn't it? Empty, empty. This one's being used. That's a nice property. Now we approach a set of steps just here. I mean, it's a lovely area, the way they've done it, I've got to admit. Very nice indeed. This is empty, as you can see. Nice big back garden. God, it really is hot. Why am I doing this? So that's another large empty property. Another one here. This one's empty as well. So is this one. This is quite large. Round the corner, nice fitted garage. Another empty property, and as I said, these have been here for some time. The people that have lived on Ankle Hill for a long time were complaining about all the noise and stuff that used to go on here when they were building these properties. Another empty one. Quite a nice one as well. They are nice properties, I've got to admit. Public footpath. Let's take a walk up here. I don't know where this goes. Oh, I think this is the old area where the back of the hospital fields was. This takes you out onto Dolby Road. I won't go too far up here, but this is a prime location of, last year there was a lot of reports of people being followed up here at night and stuff like that, which was quite odd. Lots of dogs, as you can hear. Thought that bird was injured. Don't know what this place is here. This is people's back gardens, so I'm not going to go sticking my my camera over the fence. But yeah, the reason I'm actually up here is because I had reports, several reports, 7 or 8 people have said it to me now, that there's a mosque somewhere up here. And, well, I wouldn't say a mosque, there's a lot of prayer that goes on up here, apparently. Is this a public footpath out here? Yeah, it is. So we're right at the top end of the estate now. It looks like all of these have been bought up. This is quite a large housing estate. Yeah, it's quite a large housing estate, this is. Now, I like coming for these walks around housing estates and stuff. I find it interesting. Not too bothered about what other people think. There's a load of logging that's going on in this bunch of trees here. They're obviously trees that have been rotten because, I mean, the hospital fields were left for years without being touched, and I mean years. There was a tree in there that was struck by lightning, there was all sorts. And, sorry, I'm just wiping the sweat out my eyes. Right, what I'll do is I'll stop the video and I'm going to go for a look down here and see if there's any more empty property. So this brings us back out to where we were before, where I was walking around earlier, where there's a development of some description going on. We can see we've got a lovely England flag flying there on a proper pole. Some patriotic person. Spot on. Big up. It's very quiet. And as I said before, yeah, there's a hell of a lot of rumours, let's say. I like to say rumours because that's what they are, let's face it. Rumours at the moment. But there are some strange empty properties down this bottom side here that look like they may be used for something else, if you know what I mean. But again, I'd like to make 100% that is just speculation. You can hear the trains and stuff from here. See what I mean? Just as I was walking down. Now I've got to walk back into town. I'm going to do some more recording once I'm in town. But yeah, we've had a look at some of the properties up here. Let me just take these off, hold on. The heat is unbearable, but I'm still going to continue to do these videos because they're important to document this stuff. Well, I believe they are anyway. I believe it's important to document it, because if you don't document it and then something happens years later and somebody says, well, how did that happen? I can turn around and say, well, if you look at this video, that's how it happened. Here's why it happened, how it happened, when it happened. Oh, August the 15th, 2026, around 11:30, 12 o'clock, Ankle Hill, Melton, Mowbray. I'm going to walk straight back down this main road here. That breeze is absolutely beautiful. I'm wearing my microphone so you can hear me. We're recording in 4K, as you can tell. But yeah, there's lots of empty properties up here, all ready to be brought either for a family home, a HMO, if a landlord buys it. But we have got 6 confirmed Serco properties in Melton, which we know of. Again, naming them and where they are. The police don't like you doing that, but I think people have a fucking right to know who they've got living in their neighbourhood and what it is exactly that's going on. I'm just taking a walk over here to see just how much land of the old fields are actually left. Not a lot, and I can guarantee at some point all this will be developed into housing. Again, land that was given to the people of Melton, taken off the people of Melton with no formal consultation or anything like that whatsoever, and sold off for building development. And that's the truth. This land was given to the people of Melton. How they had the right to do that, nobody seems to know. If you know, please tell me. Because, in my opinion, it's very fucking wrong that they're allowed to do that. Now, I don't know what's down the bottom here, but I'm going to go and take a look. I think this is that lightning tree that's been there for years. I know where we are. Now, you're not usually able to get down here. All this used to be grass. And now it's fucking just weeds and shit like that. Here's the old lightning tree that's been covered up. I used to play around here as a kid. The river, and if you look over there, that's the train station. I mean, what a lovely area. So for building development, this would be absolutely fantastic if I bought a metal detector down here, wouldn't it? the War Memorial Hospital, Melton Mowbray, Ankle Hill. I like it. So again, the reason I came up here was because there were reports of a lot of prayer going on up here from the Islamic faith. Like flying carpets stuck out on a bit of grass or something, and lots of prayer and stuff going up here. Whether it's anything to do with that empty building or it's being used as a secret mosque or something like that, I have no clue. I can't find any planning permission slips anywhere for anything that I can actually see. But again, I thought I'd pop up and check it out. There's nothing that I can see that would ring alarm bells for me at the moment, but definitely worth keeping an eye on. Now, this isn't far from the children's home that had planning permission up near Baldock's Lane, which went through. But the toffs of the area up there didn't want it because apparently it wasn't in keeping with their area. As long as it isn't in their back garden. Anywhere else, so in a deprived area or somewhere like that, yeah, 100%, but not in their area. Fucking snobbery. So again, this used to be part of the old War Memorial Hospital. And I think it's been turned into residential properties now. I'm not 100%, but I think it's just residential properties now. It does say residents parking only on it. But yeah, this is the old archway, as you can see. Quite an old building. And they've kept it in character and everything else. I don't know if you're allowed in here or not. If not, I'll move out. I'll go out. But what a lovely area. But I don't think this is where we're looking for. Beep, beep. And then a little twitchell where you can get through and it leads back to that suspicious empty building. The sus empty building. The weird building. Shall we go and take a look in the back of it and see what's going on? If the gates are unlocked, I don't know whether they are or not. We'll give it a go. No, they're locked. So the gates are locked, which is absolutely fine. If you're not going to... This one's open. So I don't know what this is actually being used as, but it's completely empty, and I think you can buy certain properties around here, but what this is being used as, I do not know. And it'd be interesting to know what's around the side here. Another gate. This hasn't been opened for some time. Oh, you can get out. We'll go out the front way. Lovely kitchen. And there you go. As I said before, a big empty property. You've got all those properties empty at the top, and reports of Islamic prayer going on up here and everything else. So that's the report. Like I say, I haven't seen any of it myself, so it's speculation. Whether anybody else has seen this or not, leave a comment in the description, or in the comment section, not in the description, because you can't do that. I said that because I'm a fucking idiot. Yeah, quite an odd fucking area, I've got to admit, and one definitely to keep a fucking eye on, in my opinion. If you like this video, like and subscribe, go and hit the notification bell. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, whichever you decide is okay. I'd like to know what this place is over here. Just there, that block of flats by the looks of it. I've got to get back into town and go and do some shopping. I've left my scooter in town. I don't even know what time it is. But yeah, keep your eye out for the flying carpets, bouncy castles with no flip-flops. And again, there are rumours of other HMOs up this area. Where they are exactly, I do not know yet, but I will be I will be keeping an eye on it and discovering them and doing a lot of research to make sure I am right in everything I actually say, because it's important that you get these things correct. When it's speculation, I'll say allegedly, which is what I've said during this video. Allegedly, 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 allegedly. It's important I say that. See you in a minute. So who was it that actually gave away the hospital fields and everything else? And they don't know what properties they actually have because of lack of housing records and things like that, proven in the last meeting of Melton Borough Council when the fire happened down at the council. Yeah, they were trying to buy this plot of land just here, and they got refused it, and then all of a sudden there was a fire at the council offices where all the records got burnt conveniently. It was very, very suspicious, that's all I'm saying, and it's allegedly a setup of some description. Now, what more can I say? If you look through my channel, there is an actual video of the council offices that used to be up Nottingham Road actually burning to the ground. And then this place here got built. So there you have it. So the HMOs that we do know of, including illegal HMOs, Thorpe Road has a suspected 2 HMOs, one of which are illegal because it has no planning permission and 8 doorbells on the front of the property. Asfordby Road, one straight across the road from a school, which will be a HMO for, we don't know yet. We don't know whether it will be for illegal immigrants or whether it will be for students or whether it will be for whatever. So that, again, is allegedly. And there's also another one on Asfordby Road, a HMO. West Avenue is a HMO. Swan Close, apparently, allegedly will be having a HMO. These HMOs are popping up left, right and centre in Melton, so you can understand why Councillor Lumley said what he said during a meeting. And again, I noticed a post on Facebook last night asking if anybody would be willing to protest these HMOs like it's happening in every town and city across the East Midlands, and nobody left a comment. So we're just walking up Church Street, and I'm just about to go and have a look in Love Records if it's open yet. I'm going to see if I can find an album from Blur. Blur, 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 Blur. And we'll see how it goes from them. I might pop in and grab a coffee at Greg's because I'm thirsty.
He needs to tongue punch that fart box.